Your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Oh. 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 ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं यो अन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ गीता ध्यानम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे हुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारत पङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुल्लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः. Pranams to the Lord. Pranams to all the Mahatmas in tonight's Gita session. We are in chapter 6. We have finished the first 3 mantras. And we'll continue from the 4th mantra. But before we do that, let's quickly have a glance at what we have so that we have the flow of thought. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः. श्रीभगवानुवाच अनाश्रितः कर्मफलं कार्यं कर्म करोति यः स सन्न्यासी च योगी च न निरग्निर्न चाक्रियः. अनाश्रितः कर्मफलः, one who is not dependent on the fruit of the action, and karyam karma karotiya, and then who does the action, sa sannyasi cha yogi cha. He is the sannyasi, he is the yogi, and na niragnir na chatriyaha. He is not bound by any duties related to the fire, like lighting lamp, doing homa yajnas and all, and neither he is bound by any activities or any other duties. Who? The sannyasi. Yam sannyasamitti prahuhu yogantam vidhi pandava nahya sannyasta sankalpaha yogi bhavati kaschana. Please know that is the sannyasi, O Pandava, who is in the state of yoga. And na he asanyasta sankalpaha, those who have not dissolved their sankalpa, yogi bhavati kaschana, it would be very tough for him to be a yogi. So as to be a yogi, the thing is we will have to mind our sankalpas, because every action comes out as action is the outward expression of the thought. All the desires, everything that we bear, there is a seed of sankalpa. So we will have to check our sankalpa. And from last week we said, as a Gita student, we will start questioning our sankalpa like that old man questioned the Bharati. So that what thoughts are we should be aware. Sometimes without our awareness also we entertain many thoughts in our mind. Number 3, आरुरुक्षोर्मुनेर्योगं कर्म कारणमुच्यते योगारूढस्य तस्यैव शमः कारणमुच्यते. Arurukshoho, one who is desiring to climb, one who is not yet reached there. One who is not reached there, one who is desiring to climb, for that, karma karanamuchyate. That person has to be doing the actions. But yoga rudasya, one is the aruruksho, one who is yet to climb. And after climbing, arudha, one who is already climbed the yoga. Then shamaha karanam uchyate. So we have seen till here. Now let us see the 4th one. Okay. Arunji. Number 4. Yada hinendriyartheshu
यदा हिनेन्द्रियार्थेषु
न कर्मस्वनुषज्जते
न कर्मस्वनुषज्जते
सर्वसङ्कल्पसन्न्यासी
सर्वसङ्कल्पसन्न्यासी
योगारूढस्तदोच्यते
योगारूढस्तदोच्यते यदा हिनेन्द्रियार्थेषु न कर्मस्वनुषज्जते सर्वसङ्कल्पसन्न्यासी योगारूढस्तदोच्यते.
Perfect. So let's do the Padacheda first. Yada, as it is, the Nendriyartheshu. What happens over there?
न plus indriya plus
Na
artheshu.
indriya.
न indriya plus artheshu.
Indriyartheshu. Indriyartha is one word. Vibhakti
Okay.
is for Indriyartheshu. So na plus Indriya. So what was that Sandhi?
A and E, that's yan.
No?
No?
Guna Sandhi.
A plus E.
Savarna Dirgha.
No.
No.
A plus is Gun Sandhi, sorry.
Guna Sandhi.
Guna Sandhi. I
Guna
don't know why
Sandhi.
did I write yan here. Guna
Yeah, it's
Sandhi.
not yan, it is a guna. So, na indriyartheshu, na karmasvanushajjate. What happens? Anything happens over there?
Karmasu plus Anushajjate.
Which sandhi?
This is yan.
No?
Yantvant? Why I've got everything
Karma
wrong?
hai Vanush Visarga Santi.
U plus A.
Yeah. So, av
U
has
plus-
happened. Av has happened. Yantavan. It's not yan
Yan.
sandhi.
Yeah, sorry, Yantvant.
Karmasu anushajjate. Karmasvanushajjate. Av has come over there.
So U plus A becomes V. Isn't that yan sandhi?
Not yan. Yan is that ya. Here.
Yeah.
Ha,
Yeah.
E plus A will become ya. That is going to be
Right.
ya, yan. This
Okay.
is av, or
U plus A.
ye,
Yeah. Okay.
av.
I thought Yantvant is only for A and O. Any swer with A or any swer with O, that makes it Yantvant. With A it becomes Y. With O it becomes V. Whereas E
With
plus
O?
U with O plus any swer is V. Right, Yantvant?
Plus A?
U plus A, what I have in my notes is
Wow.
Yan Sandhi. It would become V, but it's part of Yan Sandhi because, okay, maybe I got it wrong. In my notes I said U plus A is V, which is a Yan Sandhi.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's Yan
Radha,
Sandhi.
what do you have it in your notes?
I think it's Yan Sandhi U plus A become Va. Isn't it?
Oh.
So
So
that
now
time-
I'm having a of is
What-
happening.
One
Yeah.
example you had given at that time was Madhu plus Ari, Madhvari.
Madhvari.
So
Yeah.
that was under Yan. I mean,
Yan Sandhi.
it's my
Yeah.
notes. I'm not so
Things,
sure.
yeah.
It could be my
Yan.
mistaken.
It is Yan Sandhi.
So it's Yan
Yan
Sandhi.
Sandhi. Yan
Okay,
Sandhi.
okay.
Yan Sandhi.
Yeah.
Madhvari. Yan Sandhi. Okay.
Okay.
Ha. Karmasu anushajyate. It's not yeah. Then next. Sarva Sankalpa Sannyasi, as it is, no, and Yoga Arudha Tadauchyate.
So there is Yog plus Arudha plus Tada plus Uchyate. So Yog plus Arudha is Swarndig. Arudha plus Tada is Visarg because, Visarg becomes Sa. And Tada plus Uchyate, A plus U is a Gunasandhi. Oh, Gun or Yan? Wait a minute, I might have gotten wrong. Tada, A plus U.
Guna Sandhi.
Yeah, Gunasandhi, that's what I got here.
So Visarga and Guna Sandhi together.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's Gunasandhi.
Okay.
So there are three sandhis in the word, Yoga,
Yes.
Rudhasta, Dochiyate.
Yes. Okay. Now let us
Sorry, madam. Just one question. I sometimes get confused between, we call it Swarn Dirg or Dirgha.
Dirgha. No
Dirgha.
Aki Matra.
No. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. So now let us see the meanings. Yada, when. Yadahi, he is just for Pada Purna. So Yadahi, when. Indriyartheshu, our Deveshu, Saptami Vibhakti. So in Indriyarthas, Indriya is sense organ. Indriyartha will be sense objects. So in sense objects, Yadahi na Indriyartheshu, not in the sense objects. Na karmasu anushajjate. Karmasu. in the actions. Again, Saptami Karmasu. Anushajyate is attached. So, when a person is not attached to sense objects or to karmasu or to any actions. Okay, first line over. Second line, Sarva Sankalpa Sannyasi. All the sankalpas he has renounced. We have to start becoming aware of number of thoughts we are putting in our mind. The problem is over there. And over here, he is the renouncer of all the sankalpas. So that person, yoga rudhaha tada uchyate. When this is the condition where a person is not attached to a sense object or in any action, that time that person is called as yoga rudha. He is already arudha. Something like taming the horse. A wild horse, you cannot simply climb over it and sit. Wild horse, we need to tame. So how the wild horse is tamed? There is a big fence kept, and he is allowed to run within that, whatever. And then slowly the fence is being shortened. The person then tries to now get on this horse. The person who is trying to get on the horse is our, what is that? Aruruksha. And then one who has conquered the horse and already sat on it, he is Arudha. So one is Aruruksha, intention, he's not climbed it, but he is trying to climb. And once he is on top of that horse, he is Arudha, he is already climbed. So now this yoga, Aruruksha and Arurudha, is this taming of the mind is happening. So the boundaries have to get closer, closer, closer. There is so much world full of sense objects and mind is running like anything, like a wild horse. And suddenly you have to sit for meditation. It's not going to happen. That mind needs to get tamed. So you narrow it unknowingly, the choices. Too much social people, getting rid of them slowly one by one. And you are a social person, you can't be without people. So then you start getting attached to satsangis. But you are so much attached to the socials. You like the satsang, which is not probably in the temple or some hall, but in somebody's house where you can do the little talking also, social also, eat and this and also. Slowly, then it is withdrawn. Then you can like to be in the ashram and do a one-to-one or sit in a group where a guru shishya is teaching. Suddenly to go in the ashram and renounce everything is not going to be possible. The mind needs to get tamed like the wild horse is tamed. So this person who has already tamed the mind is having control on his actions and his sankalpas. I have so many desires, no? I must go in this place. I must go world tour. I've not seen Switzerland. I have to eat this chocolate from there. Paris, this is there. Okay, whatever. I have my company has only 3 branches. I need so many branches. My company should expand. Now in India, we have so many cities, but now we have to have an abroad branch. Expand. All the sankalpas, okay, fine. But final turnover has to come. That inward travel has to happen. So the journey and Vedas are not against your name, fame, or prosperity. Nothing. They give ways also how to be prosperous. Everything else is there. But now finally, when we have come over here, some change has to happen in us to evolve. So in that, now the person who has already evolved, his sankalpas he has renounced. So he doesn't now, his mind is not chattering. You want this, you want to go here, you want to eat this, you must acquire this. Now all that chatter has stopped in the mind. All this acquiring thing, marriage, children, education, everything, all the chattering is over. Now he's also quiet in his actions also. So that person is a yoga rudha. I'm going to read one paragraph from Gurudev's book because the last line, I just loved it totally of that paragraph. So if you have Gurudev's book, the commentary on this shlok, second paragraph, when Gurudev starts with in this stanza, Krishna is trying. Did you get it? Okay. So we are reading that paragraph. The focus is to reach the last line. In this stanza, means this Yoga Rudha Satochyate, Krishna is trying to indicate the physical and the mental conditions of one who has come to break the steed of mind, see, the horse of mind, and ride over it. He says that when one is feeling no mental attachment either to the sense objects or to the actions in the outer world, it is one of the symptoms of one's own perfect mastery over mind. So underline that line. Perfect mastery of the mind, where mental attachment is not there. Then, this should not be overstressed to a dreary literal meaning, making it a grotesque caricature of truth. See, he's warning also Gurudev. It only means that mind of a seeker in the meditation seat is so perfectly withdrawn from the external world of sense objects and activities that it is perfect in its equipoise at the time of self-application. Means what? When we are sitting for meditation, that time only, oh, from that grocery, I said I had to buy that and I've forgotten. Now I have to prepare idli and this is not there and that is not in the seat of meditation. Okay. In the seat of meditation, my husband said this, my wife said this, my son had asked me to do this. The neighbor that day was looking at me in a weird way. That person brought the car and he was showing off too much. That day in the satsang, he was showing off how much he has memorized, and she was saying that how many commentaries she. Seat of meditation, mind has already gone out to the objects and to the actions. Physically, no need to do action. Mentally, the mind has gone. So for the person whose mind is available, it is like that. So the previous statement said not to take it literal that he doesn't have. It is not he will interact with the world, but when he comes for meditation, his mind is available at that moment for that meditation. This point is very beautiful. Next, the sense organs can run into the channels of the sense objects only when the mind is flowing out to the sense or to these organs. If the mind is kept engaged in contemplation of a greater truth, providing for itself there in the inner bosom a larger quota of ample joy, it will no more go hunting for bits of joy in the gutters of sensuality. Just see this powerful statement. I'll read that last for which I've read. A well-fed pet dog will not scrounge the public dustbins for its feed. See, underline that. What does that mean? Mind is now equated to the dog who is not fed. That's why in the seat of meditation, it's going and picking up on the dustbins. All the things that we are doing, whether it is with the family, bosses, neighbor, world, everything is called as a dustbin picking up, scrounging, Gurudev is saying. But if it was tamed very nicely, it would be available for meditation. So I felt these were very and this is Gurudev's style. He just hammers it down like that. So this meaning now should stay with us. Like, what is a yoga rudha? Complete control. When the time comes to deliver, is delivering. Not on cheap joys. Cheap joys is anything. Having a BMW is also a cheap joy only. Finally, in a Nashwar thing only, mind has gone and sought joy. Having a 5-bedroom house, apartment, bungalow, also a cheap joy only. So it is not cheap in the sense of how much money is spent or not. It is cheap in the sense for the higher truth, you are not able to give the worldly limited things. How long that BMW would stay new or the 5 bedroom apartment house bungalow will stay? What is Nitya Naveen is our Atmic joy that is not sought. Atmic joy, which is priceless, is not sought, but that BMW, Mercedes, apartment in a particular locality, everything else is sought. Just see how. So, this particular line, a well fed pet dog will not scrounge the public dustbin for its feet. So, if our mind is well fed, we will not go scrounging like this outside. So, I felt it very powerful statement for us to take away for this particular verse. Let's go ahead. यदा हिनेन्द्रियार्थेषु न कर्मस्वनुषज्यते सर्वसङ्कल्पसन्न्यासी योगारूढस्तदोच्यते. राधा कृष्णन जी. One of the best verses of Gita. Anything is memorized or not memorized, this verse is a compulsory must memorize. If you are a painter, paint it somewhere and frame it and put it in the house. If nothing, you write it somewhere and stick it on the fridge, in the kitchen door, or on the car dashboard, where or in your office, wherever you. This verse is that kind. It's nice one hammer reminder, so that we are not blaming him, her, world, circumstance. My this was like everybody feels now their sob story was the unique one. Everybody feels like that. What I've undergone, if you wouldn't have tolerated. Oh, I live with him because it was me. I lived with him. Self-pity only. How people talk. As if, no, not like that. Over here, the verse is going in a different level only, which we all need. Let us start. Uddharedatmanatmanam.
उद्धरेदात्मनात्मानम्
Natmanamavasadhyet.
नात्मानमवसादयेत्
आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः.
आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः
आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः.
आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः उद्धरेदात्मनात्मानम् नात्मानमवसादयेत् आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः.
So let's do the Padachet first. Uddhared Atmanatmanam. What happens over there?
There is a Savarna Dirgha Sandhi, Uddharet, as it is Atmana Atman.
Uddharet. The has become the. Any Sandhi name over there?
Yeah. Just a Sandhi.
Jaswatha.
Yeah.
The has become the. Uddharet. Atmana.
Atman.
Atma. Atmanam.
Savarna Dirgha Sandhi.
Correct. Then, second pada. Natmanam avasadayet. What happens over there?
Again, Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Na
Na.
plus Atmana.
Atmanam.
Atmana.
And then avasadayet has just come and joined. Third pada. Atmaiva.
Yes. Atma plus Eva is Vriddhi Sandhi.
Correct. Hyatmano.
He plus Atma. He plus A, which is E plus A, Yan Sandhi.
Yan Sandhi. This is Yan Sandhi. Then
Atmano. Atmanaha is a
Visarga.
Visarga Sandhi.
Bandhur Atmaiva.
Bandhuko plus Atmaiva, which is Repa Atma plus eva, Atma eva, Atma plus eva, Vriddhi Sandhi. Two sandhis.
Bandhuhu plus Atma plus Eva. Ripuratmanah.
Ribu, Reba Sandhi. Ribu plus Atmana. Reba.
Okay. Anybody has got Atma Shabda's Shabdarupa?
I have somewhere.
Shabdarupa of Atma. In your Shabdarupavali notebook, it is there.
Yeah, it is somewhere. Yeah,
We need it now.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I've got.
Got it? Please read it.
Yeah. This is Nagarand Pullinga, Atman Shabdaha, Prathama.
Correct.
Atma, Atmano, Atmanaha.
Correct.
Didiya, Atmanam, Atmano, Atmanaha. That is Didiya. Atmana, Atmabhyam, Atmabhihi. Tridiya. Atmane, Atmabhyam, Atmabhyaha. Chadurthi. Atmanaha, Atmabhyam, Atmabhyaha. Panchami. Atmanaha, Atmanoho, Atmanam. That is Shashti. Atmani, Atmanoho, Atmasu. That is Saptami. E Atman, E Atmano, E Atmanaha.
Yeah, Atmano no. Hey, Atmano.
Sorry. E Atman, E is Atmano.
Atmano.
Atmano, E Atmanaha.
Atma.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, see, when we are doing Prathama Bahuvachan, it is Atmanah. And Panchami and Shashti Ekvachan is Atmanah. Aaki difference is there. Atmanah and Atmanah. So we should be very, very thorough. Why? Because this particular verse is having a lot of such variations. Uddharet Atmana. Atmana is what vibhakti? Tritiya vibhakti. So don't close the books yet. We need the vibhaktis now. Atmana, with, by, instrumental case, Tritiya vibhakti. So Atmana, by Atma. Atmanam. Atmanam is what vibhakti?
Didiya Ekvachan. Didiya Ekvachan.
Dvitiya Ekvachan. Means to that. That's the object. That Atmanam. Then na Atmanam. Again. Dvitiya. Then Avasadayat. Okay. Avasadayat means bring it down. Then Atma Eva. Atma is what vibhakti?
Prathama Ekvachan.
Prathama Ekvachan. Atma Eva. He Atmanah Bandhuhu.
Shashti Ekvachan.
Shashti Ekvachan. There I wanted. See, Atmanaha Bandhu. Bandhu is a friend. Atmanaha Bandhu, Atma's friend. Apostrophe S. Relationship. Shashti. Atma's Bandhu. Atma Eva. Atma
Prathama
Prathama. Atma Eva.
Ekvachan.
Ripuhu Atmanaha.
Atmanaha.
Atmanaha is what? Shashti again.
Shashti again. Yeah.
Again Shashti.
Yeah.
So now, if we have to put the meaning, Uddharet, lift. Atmana, by your Atma. Atmanam, the self. Na, Atmanam, the self. Na avasadayat, not to put it down. Lift yourself by yourself. Don't let yourself down. Powerful. Atma eva. Karta. Atma is only. Atmanaha bandhu. Atma's friend. Atma eva. Atma only. Ripuhu atmanaha. Enemy of Atma. Atma's enemy is Atma. Atma's friend is Atma. So this Atma's Atmanaha. Atma's friend, Atmanaha Bandhu Atma. So many people, without understanding this Vibhakti, when they want to chant the verse, anything is broken. Even learned people and seniors I have heard, anyhow they use the word Atmana, Tamana, say anything. No, the Vibhakti is having meaning and it has to be used in that sense only. That's why we are spending time on this to understand. Uddharet Atmana Atmanam. Not to miss this. I've seen even teachers, Vedanta teachers, say this verse wrong, not able to chant with the correct understanding of the Vibhakti. There is a big sense when you say Atmana, it is by Atmana. We can't make it anyhow. The Vibhakti will go. Atmanaha, there is a big sense into it. We can't add any extra a because Atmanaha, if you will do, then it is Prathama Bahuvachan happening. Atmanaha only should happen. Then only it will come to Panchami and Shashti. Prathama's Bahuvachan is Atmanaha. So we can't miss those pronunciations. Vibhakti change means meaning is going to change. We will lose the entire import only of the verse. So, as not only Gita students, but also as Sanskrit students, this particular verse we will have to put attention while chanting. Because so many repetitions of the word comes, we tend to miss the Vibhakti and make something that suits our tune. So that cannot go. One of the very important verses, the man should lift himself by his own self and not let oneself down. I feel very sad today. I feel very depressed today. I feel so many people keep on saying like this. They are ruining themselves and then ruining people around them also. Then others who are around them should do things that should uplift that person. And that person was not going to get happy. So he'll try to find faults in what you are trying to do for him. Again, that will not work. So we will only have to come out of our own sorrow. Yesterday we were talking in another class about something dead. If you will go and tell Vedanta to a person who is having sorrow, nothing is going to go in the head. There you have to be a listener. You have to let that person vent out how that loss has happened, what is the way. Nothing, just be over there. Don't do any upadesha. After the mourning period is over, still the person is like that, then slowly talk into something else. Try to support by saying not so much stressful high Vedanta to the person who has lost somebody. After that also the person is not, then be always together. Keep saying good things. A month is over, then also the person is not changing, then drag to the satsang only. After 6 months also not changing, then can't do much. That person only will have to come out. Everything has been done and finished. The person will have to gain their own balance. You can take the horse to feed. Eating part, horse only has to do. How can you eat for the horse? A person has to lift himself only or herself only. No amount is going to. And then there are some people who like, if people are sympathizing, that means they get attention. So sometimes people don't want to also come out of it because attention seeking need comes. mind is being so weak that it wants to make somebody else the crutch to stand. We'll have to recognize all this, because there will be only so much limitation that we can do. The rest person only has to do. We cannot do for that. Put ourselves into a person is telling us so much, we are not able to, then we get irritated on that person. Because the doing part should happen from us only. We only, there is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. We have to come out from our mess. We only have to get it. If I am hungry, my mother cannot eat for me. I will have to eat it myself only. How much ever a mother loves the child. Certain. Child is injured, how much ever the child is crying, mother cannot take the pain. The child will have to go through it and become strong through that experience. And then next time not repeat that mistake. So there is a limitation of how much one person can help to another person, or how much somebody can help us when we are at our worst. We only have to. We are doing some memorizing shlokas over there in that Narayana. It's getting tougher every day. I can only say the person only has to do it. Nothing. We can give the atmosphere, we can give recording, we can give breakage, we can give meaning, we can post the audio, post the meaning, we can do everything else. But the memorizing part effort, that person only has to do. We cannot help only in that. Nothing can happen over there. Then they will say, oh, you did because of you. No, not because of me. It cannot happen. That effort only has to be that self. So if a person has memorized well, then that is only that person has lifted that himself. In that I cannot do anything. I'm having my own burden to lift. Where I'm going to go, and when I'm also memorizing and trying to say and do it. So we cannot do it for other people. One person only has to do it for himself. There is no other way. There is no other way. Shastra, if Gita has said so, that is said. It is carved and put over there. Now nothing can be done. There is no other way. Uddhared atmana atmanam. There is no other way. And not to allow it to sink. Sometimes out of jealousy we sink. She's memorizing so well. Her husband has taken over there for holiday. Husbands also are no less. He got promotion before me. Then instead of keeping that as an inspiration, other way, then cannot memorize, cannot aim higher in the office, cannot work, interest to work in that office goes, because what promotion another person has. Sometimes the jealousy brings us down. Somebody's good qualities we see as bad means jealousy. In the guna drushti, we say dosha drushti. Problem. Somebody's guna, if we see, it should inspire us. Oh, she has done that. I can also do. Probably I should ask how she has done that. Oh, he has done that. I should ask how he has worked through it. It can be an inspiration. So if not immediately now, tomorrow I will reach. So again, Atmanam only. So Atmanam na avasadayat, not to let ourselves down and stoop down. Because if we will go into that zone, how deep into the rabbit hole it will be. Never ending. We can't go deep down and dig ourselves inside. Na Atmanam avasadayat. Gita is telling over here very, very clearly, you can't let yourself down. And if we are not saints by mistake, if we are down, fine, bounce back. Don't use longer time into that low zone that you can't bounce back into it. Because lifting up also, you only have to do it. Uddharet atmana. By yourself only you will have to lift. So if you stay down for a long, your heaviness, you are only increasing. What others would do. And now this bottle is less than half full. So now so much, it's not having much water. It is a very light bottle. So if it is a light bottle, I can hold it in my hand. Fine. How long I can hold like this? After some time, this lightness also becomes a burden. This also begins to get heavy. I then want to change the position or I want to keep it down. So even a small thing, if we are storing in the mind, it is going to be a burden. We will have to thrush it out. We should not ignore smaller things also, because if you hold a smaller lightweight thing also, after some time it is an inconvenience. The weight is felt of a light thing also after a certain time. The holding things in the mind of certain feeling, emotion, thought, whatever, negative. You're holding it for a time, you soak it, you will make it heavy. A brick you can hold like this in 2 fingers, they will challenge. And then they soak it in the water. It's very tough. How long? But it becomes to become a burden. So this self-dealing with the self, by the self, is something as at an introspection level by oneself only. We will, like the other day in the last class, we said that we will have to inspect our sankalpas. We'll have to question that Bharati. Who are you? We will have to question our sankalpas. And all those archived things of God alone knows donkey years, we will have to remove it, trash it, and empty the recycle bin also. Can't store it. Don't give a possibility to keep it in the recycle bin to restore it back. Trash it out. Then only we will survive. Because this is the crux of our dhyana and the transition from our first 6 chapters into the next. If mind is kept clear, it can grasp the Atmajnana teachings. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult. Mind will not absorb it, it will remain at the information level. So we will have to clear the cobwebs. Ganesh Chaturthi is coming. We'll clean the house, make the altar. Ganesh Chaturthi finished, Navratri will come. Navratri will come. Then Deepavali comes. Then the final big cleaning. If we are not doing, then what happens? Keeps on collecting. How much cobweb, dust, everything keeps on collecting. On the pretext of festivals, we are clearing it off. So like this, every day is a festival in our head and mind and heart for ourselves, where we'll have to do some daily cleanings of our emotions and negative impressions that we are collecting and keeping, thinking that it's okay and it's lighter, but that light thing only turns into a burden after a period of time. So we should not allow that as a seeker to happen in our head. We are only responsible. Nobody can do it for us. And once this we got, then that mind is our friend. Because it is available for meditation, available for satsang, available for study, available to seek new knowledge. Mind is alert. It's all cleaned. Great friend. It's absolutely fantastic then. We will have that spark in us. Clear? So this particular verse we should hold closest to our heart and each time inspect in our sankalpa. Uddharedātmanātmānam nātmānam avasādayet ātmaiva hyātmano bandhuho ātmaiva ripurātmanaha. Gurudev's commentary is very, one must read that commentary. So much on introspection and all. It's absolutely stunning commentary.
But you have explained that to even further, Dr. Varshaji. That horse example, the way you explained, reducing the boundary, it's not there in the book, by the way. You have explained it further, and thank you so much. It's so nice.
Thank you, sir. Again, it is his will, no, what to speak in the session. he leads the class and then the thought comes as his blessing. Otherwise the point goes. Let's move to the sixth verse. Do we have time? Yes, we have time. We can do one more verse. Gayatri ma'am, you can come. Number 6. Bandhuratmatmanastasya
बन्धुरात्मात्मनस्तस्य
येनात्मैवात्मना जितः
येनात्मैवात्मना जितः
अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुत्वे
अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुत्वे
वर्तेतात्मैव शत्रुवत्
वर्तेतात्मैव शत्रुवत् बन्धुरात्मात्मनस्तस्मै येनात्मैव
तस्य ma?
sorry
Manastasmai you said. Tasya.
oh sorry
Tasmai will be the fourth case. Tasya is the sixth case.
बन्धुरात्मात्मनस्तस्य येनात्मैवात्मना जितः अनात्मनस्तु शत्रुत्वे वर्तेतात्मैव शत्रुवत्.
Good. So let's break the verse. Paracheda. Bandhuratmatmanastasya. What is happening in the first pada?
Bandhu.
I was waiting for Gayatri to say something. Okay, so
बन्धुरात्मात्मनः तस्य बन्धुरात्मात्.
So Bandhuhu and Ratma. In that, no, Bandhuhu and Atma is there. What sandhi?
Visarga.
Visarga sandhi. So Bandhuhu plus Atma, Visarga sandhi. Visarga goes, R comes Bandhuratma. Then, after that, Atmanastasya. And before that, Atmatmanastasya. Avagraha has come. What happens over there? What sandhi?
Atma plus Atmanah Swarndirgha.
No, and that Avagraha has come.
Savarnadirgha Santi.
Savarna Dirgha, yes, but Avagraha? Avagraha is coming for Savarna Dirgha only?
Purva Rupa Santi. No, come.
There is no
Avagraha on this.
there is no Vagra in our book.
Is it?
No,
Yeah.
there
There
is
is
no
no
Avagraha.
Avagraha. There is no
Oh,
Avagraha.
It's only Bandhuratmana.
okay. Then fine. Then that's fine. Then that's fine. So then Bandhuratma Savarna Dirgha, then Atmanastasya
Visarga again.
Visarga
Visarga.
Sakara. First one was Visarga Sarepa,
Yes.
second one is Visarga Sakara.
Scar.
Second pada. Yenatmaivatmana. What happens over there?
Yen plus Atma. That's a Swarndirgha.
Yena plus Atma. No full. Yena plus Atma.
Then Atma plus Ev.
Atma plus Eva. Vo is
Vriddhi.
full.
Vriddhi.
Hmm?
Then plus Atmana, which is Ev plus Atmana, again Swarndirgha.
Correct. Yena plus Atma. Eva plus Atmana. Okay, good. Jitaha. Then, Anatmanastu. What happens over there?
Anatmanah plus 2, again Visarga.
Correct. Shatrutve as it is. Varte tatmaiva. What happens over there?
I only have Atmaiv, which is Atma plus Ev. which is Vriddhi Sandhi.
And Vartetatma.
Vartetatma. Vartet. Okay, I think that
विसर्ग वर्त है प्लस
Sa-
आत्मा
Savarna Dirgha. Correct.
Swardirgha.
Vartateta.
Okay.
Vartateta plus Atma. Okay. And Vartateta finished. Atma is finished. Atmeva. Atma eva. Vriddhi Shatru. Okay. All done. Now let us see the meaning. Bandhuhu. So friend. Atma is our Prathama Vibhakti. Self. Atmanaha. Shashti Vibhakti. So, Atma is the friend of Atma only. Tasya. Tasya is our Shashti Vibhakti of which Shabda? Tad
Tad
Shabda. Tad Shabda. Correct. His. That means his. Yena. Yad Shabda is what?
Yad.
By whom?
Yena.
By
Yad
Tritiya.
Shabda is Tritiya. Tritiya Ekvachan. So, Yena by whom?
Whom?
Yena by whom? Atma, ourself, eva, atmana. Third case, Tritiya Vibhakti. By Atma, myself, jitaha, conquered, past tense. Then, anatmanaha. So, this jitaha is conquered. So, anatmanaha means Atma that is not conquered. Shatrutve. It will be like an enemy. Vartateta. It will stay like that. Shatru. Atma eva. Atma alone. Like an enemy. Means what? Atma, the self, is the friend of the Atma. Who has conquered himself by self, Atma. So the problem of all the psychological problems people have, they have let themselves down and gone into the problem. Nobody can do. You can't blame because of him, because of her, because of this circumstance. It is out blaming. It is your mind is weak, so you are getting affected. If mind is strong, you would not get. Even if in office somebody says, or if a teacher scolds a child in the class. So scolding was probably not a problem. It was scolded in front of everybody is becoming a problem. Correct? So somebody should have a problem with the scolding, right? Oh, I got scolding, I should study better and go. But the ego is hurt because in front of the best friend or with somebody whom the child is competing to become first, and that child, you got a scolding means the ego is hurt. So it is not the problem what that person is. It is problem with me. My equipment I have kept weaker. My ego I have kept stronger. My equipment I have kept weaker. And then I allow external circumstances to affect me. Because of my ignorance, because of my ego, because of my ahankara, and I've become too touchy with everything. Touchy people are burden, okay? Touchy people are burden. Emotional people are burden. You can't talk to them anything. Everything is an offense. Very tough to deal with such people. One such person will be in the family. You'll have to be very careful what you speak in. Because if you're speaking for something else, like, oh, she was taunting me, they will take it on them. You have not even intended probably anything for them, but they will take. So one touchy person in that relationship is a headache. These weak-minded people are headache. We will have to have a tough mind and not become a headache for others is only what we can do. We can't go and repair anybody. This all verses are for our thing. Right? Am I becoming a headache to somebody, including our spouse? Better not to be a headache. Then, but the person who has not, anatmanaha, who has not conquered his self, then that own self is standing as an enemy. The person becomes an enemy. Best scene is at that marriage, girl's side, boy's side. Come on, yeah, it can be such a lovely thing that You are doing a Kanyadana. Other side is a lovely thing. You are bringing in Lakshmi in the house. But honor and dishonor is there. You gave me what kind of a sari and you gave me what kind of a this. ये इतनी मिठाई नहीं थी और उसमें इतना था. लड़के ने ऐसा करा था, लड़की वालों ने ऐसा नहीं करा था. Come on, yeah, what stupid mundane thing. It should be, it is a divine process. It is one of the Shodasha Samskaras, Viva. And two big things are happening there. One family is doing a Kanyadan, other family is receiving a Lakshmi. What atmosphere it should be, but the ego clashes would be so much. Office situation can be taken. Somebody has done a fantastic presentation, but now the boss only is thinking that how to take the credit into his belt rather than give it for his employee, the one who has actually worked. Problem. Anything you take, everything, because the mind is a crooked thing which is feeding on easy things, not wanting that self-effort to be done. Shortcut effort is seen. So for those such people, that self is always going to be a problematic. It will be the enemy only. But those who have clear virtues, that self is that friend. That person keeps on climbing higher, irrespective of whoever is trying to pull them down, because he's not allowed his mind to get affected. कुछ बोल रहे हैं, बोलने दो. मुझे मालूम है मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, कर रहा हूँ. I am going forward. And some people are not bothered whether they are going forward or not. They are happy just holding their virtues and values. Peaceful. ज़्यादा महत्वाकांक्षा ही नहीं रखनी. Very peaceful. Go behind the world, headache is going to come. And such people only then slowly climb. The process will be longer, but their minds are very clear. So here we will have to understand this, that Atma Bandhuhu, who is for Atmanaha, and who is Atmana Jitaha. But that same Atma is a Shatru, where we are not conquered our own self. Nobody can do this for us. This is our own journey. We cannot point also for anybody else. We can have to just be sure that let me not be a burden for anybody. If anybody wants my help, more and then welcome. But neither I'm competing with somebody in my head, getting jealous or getting depressed for not having certain things. Because I'm associating joy with something else in the world. That's why having or not having is making me happy or sad. All this we will have to mind, and my actions accordingly has to change. Everything, and each time that cobweb cleaning, sankalpa cleaning has to happen. So all the past rules also has to happen, and then now we have added now one more rule. We should not forget anything of the past. Okay. Bandhuratmatmanastasya yenatmaivatmana jitaha anatmanastu shatrutve vartetatmaiva shatruvat. I think we can stop over here and we can see next Wednesday. Start memorizing the verses, at least number 5 verse with the correct vibhakti one must memorize and come next Wednesday. We will ask everybody this verse. All vibhakti pronunciation should be correct, not anyhow. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Hari Om everyone. Thank you for joining. See you all next Wednesday.
Hari Om,
Thank you.
Dr. Vishal.
Hari Om.
Thank you, Hari Om Guruji.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hari Om, Namaste ji. Thank you.
Namaste. Hari Om.